front row. Best place to be, yeah. If you wanna find me, Joe, I'm in the front row. Got 2 tickets on me, I'm in the front row.
All right, look, camera. Who just got swept? If they won one game, it don't matter. If they won one game, it don't matter. They was on the stick.
Yeah, they got
We
swept.
let them win.
Man,
That's what happened. Let me tell you too. That's what happened. Loser team. Listen, y'all. So we come back. See, the purple team is good players. We good people. We wanted them to win. We wanted them to lead with a win. We wanted them to lead with a win.
2-1, baby. That's all I gotta say. 2-1. Y'all 2-1 though. Y'all still lost.
We like
Y'all lost. Y'all lost the series.
We felt bad.
Can I say something? Because everybody's here at Extreme Independent Pro Basketball, you're all winning right now.
Yeah, we all winning.
Yes,
We
sir.
all winning.
Yes.
We all winning.
Yes.
All right. For me, my words to you will be this, and it's a mantra off of what I do off my company. Success is not by accident, right? Everything that you do in life, every choice that you make, right? Every decision that you make as far as you moving forward in basketball, even in basketball, outside of basketball. Remember, every step you take has to have its purpose, right? It's got to be meaningful, right? To the growth of you, right? No matter what it is, right? If it's getting rid of somebody that's not supposed to be there on your journey, that has to be there. It's purposeful, right? It's meaningful. Every move that you make, remember, your success will not be by accident, right? Your success will not be by accident. You're not going to stumble on your success. It's going to be on purpose, right? It's going to have everything that you do will have its purpose. Every step is going to have its purpose. Just remember that along this journey, wherever it takes you, wherever it takes you. Thank you. I appreciate everybody for paying attention to everything that I have to say.
I was going to piggyback off a little bit off what he said. First of all, I want to thank you guys for having me. You know, it's been an honor and a pleasure to see you guys come in, man, and work. I will leave you with this. You know, there's a difference between working hard and work ethic. And I was explaining to someone yesterday the difference between working hard and work ethic. So anybody can work hard, especially when the coaches are looking at you. You run and you touch a line when you got those eyes on you. But the difference between work ethic is that work ethic is what gives hard work. It's each individual purpose. You know, each drill has a purpose. And you gotta have a good work ethic, man, if you want to make it in this business. You know, it's plain and simple. I watched you guys, got a chance to watch some of you guys individually. Watched what guys came in early, you know, who's serious. And it only takes one pair of eyes to change your life. You don't know what may be said, word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? We all have relationships in here. You know, this was a small event. There were some very powerful people that came here this week. And so moving forward, I don't care what, use everything as a platform. Understand the platform. This is how you use your platform. Have a vision. Understand what you want. Everybody came here for basketball, right? But you have to have a goal. I was telling somebody, when you come to these events, write down what you want. Have a vision. Don't just come here, go through the motions. Don't make this a physical interaction. You know, have some goals. Understand what you want to take out of it. You know, and this is with your trainers. This is with anybody. When you go back to your prospective group, don't just allow your trainers to start creating stuff for you. Have a vision. Know what your weaknesses are. Don't spend all summer working on the 20%. Work on the 80%. This is most people's problem. People I train around, this is the problem. Most people are spending time working on the 20%. Don't fall in love with gimmicks. You know, there's a direct line, like you said, to success. And that's through your work ethic. Other than that, man, I mean, I've seen some real good players out here. I've seen some guys that, you know, that's really impressive. Scouts stayed around today. That's huge. It's easy for guys to just come in and bounce. So kudos to you. Kudos to you for staying here, especially this last day. We had a whole group that didn't even show up today, you know, primarily. You know, so for the guys that was here, this is the definition of success.
Tell you about
With me, Danny?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I've been training basketball players and coaching for 45 years. You understand? And the guys that I've worked with, many of whom you've heard, I don't even need to say nothing. If you want to know later, I'll tell you in private. The guys that make it to the top are the guys that listen. They hear what you say. When they leave, they keep working on that thing you've been teaching them. They don't just go in one ear and out the other. Success happens when opportunity meets preparation. That means you get prepared. So the next time that opportunity comes, you're ready for it. Does that make sense? That means you got to sacrifice some other things so you can do the thing you want. Do what you got to do now so you can do what you want to do later. Because if you only do what you want to do now, guess what you're going to do later? Everything you got to do. I got to go to work. I got to get up. I hate my boss. I got to go here. Your choice. Do what you want to do now or do what you got to do now.
Okay. So give me 4 players. Just 4 players. I want 4 players to stand up. Come on. 4 players. Just 4 players. 4 players. Right here, right? Now I'm gonna tell you a little story, right? It's from my son, a little boy, 8 years old. He's out there playing ball with my friends like you guys. He went down, hit the ground, started yelling like a little woman, and didn't pick him up. I said, boy, you need to get up. Look, this is a contact game. You know, either you're gonna take this heat we putting on you, or you can't play with us right now. Go it on inside. He went inside, came back out. About a minute later, he said, Daddy, I'm ready. I said, you come back out when you're ready to play. He came back out, he said, I'm ready to play. So I let him play, right? About 4 years into the NBA, the little media guy had on the front featuring Danny Granger, Dad, I'm ready to play. What are you talking about? Turn to page 34, and it was the whole story I just told you, right? But when I tell you, he said in that interview, my dad didn't know what triggered me. That triggered me to be a dominant, tenacious player. That triggered me. And I'll tell you something. That little boy went and bought his own with his own allowance. He bought these strength shoes. Y'all know what they're platform shoes. And he would wear them around all at school and everything. And he would get laughed at, right? And they would talk about him. I found out just later because he had these big old wide shoes on, right? He took that and he kept going. Go to college. He called me and said, Daddy, they're running me too hard. We're doing 6 miles in the morning, 3 one way and 3 back. They're killing me. I said, Danny, well, he said, I'm throwing up all this yellow stuff. I said, well, how about the rest of the team? They're throwing up the yellow stuff. He said, yeah, we all throwing it up. I said, well, then you go it on. If he kill you, gonna kill them too. Don't worry about it. Don't call me back on that shit. Don't call me back. Because if you want to play this game, you're going to have to pay. You're going to have a regimen. And you're going to have to stick to it. You feel me? And then you're going to grow. You know? So, instead of coming in here, playing the pickup games like coaches was telling you, you get that rack of balls, you shoot. You get you a regimen. In the morning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us, we all going running. And every morning you do it. We're going to run. Bill Walton said, on one of them, what his name is? The old player. He said, all you have to do is run. And I didn't understand that for a minute, but I understand it now. See, when you run, all your core, everything, leg, muscles, endurance, everything is going to take over. I was talking to this player right here, yesterday, when they were shooting around in the game, right? And I told you something, right? What I told you?
You asked me if I was running.
Why I asked you that?
Because you could tell that my lower back was tight.
He was tight. His shot started hitting the front of the rim. So his leg was gone. And I said, you out of shape. You're not running, right? He said, no, I'm not running. Now, I'm just a dad. I identified that. He can. The GM is going to, and the head coach, they're all going to identify. So you got to work on your game. You got to get that regimen. Even with your diet, you got to change your diet. You can't be having all them carbs and all that stuff that's going to keep you heavy. You got to get on your diet, protein. Danny will not drink a soda pop. Danny won't drink alcohol. We be out after the game, Ruth Chris, wherever. Danny got water. Jermaine O'Neal got water. And I know why, because I talked to him. Kevin Durant got water. I know why, because I talked to him. Them boys are going to hit on every cylinder they can. And that's what you have to do to go to the next level. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You guys got the ability. You want to know how I know? Because I saw my little bitty boy grow and went where he went.
And I know how he did it because I was there with him the whole way, dragging me from one game to the next game, to the next game, to the next game in the locker room with Larry Bird talking, that one talking, this one talking. Everybody talking about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, what y'all need to do. Challenging Paul George, challenging this one, challenging Durant, all kind of stuff. I've been beat up and everything behind trying to keep up with these players, and I know what they do. They work on their game. Danny will shoot 2,000 to 3,000 shots before a game. Full sweat, like me right now. Full sweat, shooting, bam, shooting, 3-pointers, bam, shooting. Dunk out drill where you can't dunk no more. Can't dunk no more. Your muscles don't fatigue that much, but you can't dunk them, but you can't push. Dunk out drills. I asked somebody just now, have they done a dunk out drill? They said no. What? How you gonna learn to build that muscle where you, and then you get your timing and everything around the rim with the dunk out, all these drills. So when they prescribe all this stuff to you, them drills and all the stuff that you need to do, you gotta do it. I get animate about this, and I'm gonna tell you, if you don't do it, it's gonna show that you didn't do it. It's gonna show that you didn't do it. You go down there and you get hung, oh, he ain't been done. He ain't been working on his legs, man. You know? But when you plant and you set and you dunk over that 7-footer, you come down and give him that look. Nah, we talk. But that's all preparation for your game, execution. You're not going to be able to do it unless you change everything. Now here is the payoff. When Danny signed for that $87 million. Boy, I'm so happy with you, man. Oh, dude. You feel me? You feel me? They gave him 87. Here, boy. I said, Larry, y'all promised him 60. Why did you give him 87? Because of his up potential. His up potential. We gave him another, 12 million on top of that. Another 12. So here's the deal. Go at this with all sincerity. And be a student of the game. Play the game. Don't be afraid of nobody. You should never say in your heart, somebody's better than you. Okay? Never. Never. That's what I have to say about this.
You guys take this for granted, but I don't. I have fun with what I do, but I'm serious at the same time. So you guys take it serious. When I talked to you on Monday, your whole attitude changed Tuesday. Whole attitude changed. You remember? I was calling you varsity and all kinds of stuff, but in serious, when we had a talk, it was real. What? I had a conversation with you. We laughed and we joked, but when I said something serious, you went, oh, I ain't playing. I had a conversation with you. One with you. What do I say? Get real. What did I tell you yesterday about all of this? You fell out in like less than the first quarter. You changed your mindset, and now you start to move your feet and come in. So that means you're paying attention. I've known Sewell a long time. He adjusted his game just a tweak here enough to get the rest of his team involved. That's how they won the last 2 days they were up here. Because it's a mindset. It's a mindset. Remember what I taught you down here on the inline? Mindset. I saw you change your game slightly. You coming in and trying to do all of this. Nobody's doing under G's, just looking at you like, say and one videos. So now you adjusted your mindset. That's what this game is about, adjusting your mindset. You came and hit a couple 3 balls, after that you went 0. But you didn't change. And why I tell you that? Because you didn't get the rest of your team involved. You thought I could just spot up and shoot 3 balls up. It don't work like that. Same thing I told him, he was hot. Yesterday, he did everything he did. Today, nothing. Why? Because they said we're going to lock him down. They forced him out of his game. That's basketball defense. Forcing out of the game. I don't know who told him. Vic or Samaki, one of y'all told him he's a shooter, jab him and knock him out of his game. What happened? He had to run. When he runs and he moves, his whole game was gone. So it's the little things that I think and I see and I see, and I tell you guys, who's that? What happened on that break today? 3-on-1, right? You running with him, jump right here, and you would have had a clean block. But the two players running the trill, nobody said one thing. No trill, because homeboy we were like this, jump back, bam, flush. That's basketball. I spot all of this stuff. Coaches over there, they will spot and say, "Damn, that nigga's selfish. How come he didn't see those two players running?" You feel me? How come those two players don't even say trill? Trill! It's just, that's basic basketball. Come on. Stick to the basics, you guys. Stick to the basics. All that little, that's out. That ain't gonna get you nowhere. I know too many niggas. I'm telling you guys, some of you guys are around when the Hacks had the league going, right? All right? For 3 months, I busted my ass working with those guys. For 3 months by myself. Every now and then I would bring in another official, like my boy Screw or whatever, and we would run. I mean, I was in shape. I was tired running. I'm with KD and all those niggas. Balling, right? Hey, the week before they started the league, they said, "Hey, man, you worked your ass off for 3 months. We want him to rep." They called me up. "Mike, can you bring 3 partners?" I said, "Cool." Jay Graham, you know Jay Graham. She did a game, Sacramento and the Lakers game, and she flew all the way back to LA and did a game Wednesday and Thursday, just because of me. Because of relationships. Y'all are building relationships right here. What you doing with Samaki, with B Cook, and Jelani. These are relationships. And you gotta stick with them. I told my man right here from Canada, we had a good long conversation with you and your mom. His whole game plan changed. His whole mindset changed. Because that's all basketball is, mindset, you guys. Mindset. Stick to the basics. Take this, man, and go to the next level, man. I'm going to be watching and following some of you guys on the low. Some of y'all, you already know how to get at it. For real. Because I already see potential that you guys can actually surprise a lot of people and go to that next level. Yeah. Surprise people. Go to the next level. That's all I got to say, fella. Keep working hard. I want to thank Samaki and Brian Cook, because here's the deal. I'll tell you something. At this level, when you get to the NBA level, they're in the class all by themselves, man. You won't even be invited in this gym. If there's a bunch of NBA players in here, you won't even be invited in this gym, because them boys are on a level by themselves. I promise you. So for Samaki and Brian to come and do what they do here, and teaching you guys things that you won't learn until you get there, that's huge, man. And everything goes to you, man. I sure appreciate it. Thank you. I know what that means. Thank you. All right, this from us first. Thank all you guys, because with everything they saying about this event, like we done been there, or we done seen other events where they taxing $200, $500 for to come and get some of the stuff, and they not even as engaged. They don't have the knowledge that some of these people have, and they taxing, you feel me? And the other thing I say, like, we all got kind of different, similar situations where we started one way, something happened where we didn't think it worked out. And this event should open our eyes a little bit to let us know that what's behind us is behind us, you feel me? Like, all you can do is control what's going in front of us. So, like, my man, you stayed around, and you don't know. Look, like, you staying around did so much for me, bro. Like, for real, because everything could have said, no, I'm not going today, I'm not coming back. But that coming back, like, I'm going to be here, you got something in you that whatever you put your mind to, it's going to end up happening for you in whatever channel, because you come back. And like Ms. Shereen said the first day, being here is, you feel me? So, like, I respect you from that. And all y'all, man, we in here. Yeah, for real, though, for real. But no, for all us, man, with this basketball thing, like we gotta go back first, because I'm one of them dudes that want it all right now. Let's remember where we started. You was telling me about Africa, you feel me? Like, we don't get this over there. Let's remember where we started on the court, you feel me? And this game taking us everywhere. So let's appreciate the people that's opening the doors like that. And man, like, y'all saw me wearing a shirt a couple days. It ain't nothing but some work, man, for real. Like, the workers win in the end. Listen to what they saying. If you're willing to learn, man, like,
don't ever think anything is beneath you. Like, you can get something, you can get knowledge from the craziest people. Like, one of my favorite coaches was a guy that I like. If you would have saw on the street, like, oh man, he don't know nothing, but he gave me so much knowledge because you just willing to open your ears. So again, thank everybody that was a part of this, from the camera people, y'all here. I know how it is to be on y'all feet all day. For real though, like for real. No, and we gonna get some good stuff. We gonna be able to take away some stuff from this. We gonna be able to take away some stuff from this that's invaluable. And for what we pay, I mean, we gotta pay for our room, stuff like that. But other than that, y'all, you feel me? Like, that's invaluable. So special thank you to y'all, and appreciate everybody that came out. You feel me? Y'all was working. I appreciate meeting all y'all. You feel me? That's all.
So fellas, I was kind of asleep. Something woke me up. That's something, is God. So everything they've been saying, God put that in my head in the middle of the night, 2:18 in the morning.
After you got the phone with me.
Yeah, so I had to write it down because I was going to go to sleep, and I didn't want to wake up and then forget whatever it was that was all going through my head. So it was basically, I titled it, like, we all hit a mind shift. You know what I mean? Some point in life. So understand your moments and understand the moment. You know what I mean? You want to pick and choose the suitable battles for the best outcome. All right? So you preparing, and the preparation for your body, your skill set, a gift, and your mind state. You know, you want to prepare yourself for all that. Effects of your decisions that you choose in them moments, the impacts that it'll have on yourself, a team, an organization, or your family. And a lot of people don't think like that. Your attitude and staying positive and be encouraging all the time, at all times. Be willing to accept criticisms and accept the criticism in your bold decisions. You want to make bold decisions that you're confident in. You have to be confident in yourself. Something else. You want to be bold in your abilities and confident in adversity and adverse moments. You know what I mean? Can you stay locked in and focused and engaged and receptive to information? All right? Can you always keep an edge, be competitive, have a drive when it's not there, when you don't feel it? Can you still have that? Can you find it at any needed and wanted moment? You got to have that fight to succeed at all costs. You don't want to not have that fight when the fight is necessary. You know what I mean? Because guess what? The next guy is going to have that fight. When he has that fight and you don't, guess who gets that nod? Yeah. You have to have beliefs, and the belief in yourself, and the faith in God, and the promises God got for you in your life. You gotta have faith in that. If you don't, then how's God's promises gonna work for you? So other than that, I wanna thank you guys. You guys, God picked you guys. You know what I mean? You here, it's not by accident. This event got put on. I had one NBA scout said, Vic, you should have been working on this back in August. I was there, when I met LG. I told him in December, right, in Vegas, I saw the struggles a lot of these guys was having in the G League, where it's supposed to be development, guys getting a chance to show, about 200 NBA scouts in the gym in Vegas at the MGM. She was there with it. All these scouts in the gym. A lot of these guys didn't get the ball. They didn't even get in the game. So I decided, I told Shereen, I said, we're going to put together this event, bring guys in. I'm going to let all these NBA people here know what's going to happen in LA in around April. We're going to time it right after the season, give guys a chance to go to Fort Smith, have it right after Fort Smith, so all the scouts can They have a little downtime. Bring them in here, let them see these guys work. Get some of my guys in here that know the game, been around the league. I worked with a lot of NBA teams at Gerg's summer camp right after summer league. We had all the rookies on the court doing the same stuff you guys are doing now. Same stuff. So I told him, I said, man, I want to bring these guys in, let them get touches, play basketball in their little natural positions, in their element, in a different scenario and situation, so the teams can see them in a different light. And this guy, man, did you get a chance to play like this year?
Not at all.
They had him at the 5, posting up. That was it. What the coach tell you? You can't shoot threes. Hey, don't shoot the threes. Stay in the corner. You pick and roll to the basket. That's it. Looking on us, I'm following him during the year. I'm trying to check out LG, see what my guy's doing, man. DNP. I'm like, is my man hurt? I had to call him like, hey, you hurt? He said, nah, man. He's saying I ain't getting in the game. I was like, damn. So I'm glad you came, man. I'm glad you got a chance to let us work with you, man. We can see what you do. We got some new film. It's a new you. I'm glad, King, you came out. He played, I don't know if you guys know, he played in the G League as well. So, I mean, you guys got NBA G League guys in here, y'all getting a chance to go at. That's big, you know? You guys' defense in here was like, I played in a few, I got paid, you know, peanuts when I played, but I got a chance to go over in Australia, Italy, Mexico a couple of times, training camp with a couple of, what was called the D League. I never been a part of something. You guys, I played, they throw the ball out there and you just play. That's it. That was all it was. I mean, some of you guys probably been to some events where it was the same thing. You pay a bunch of money, fly out, think you're gonna get an overseas look or deal, and nobody go nowhere from there. You just got, you know, nice little t-shirts, went back on home, got on the phone, called, hey, anybody say something? Anybody? You ain't hear nothing back. So hopefully, you know, we're gonna really push, man, to get you guys in something. You know, get you guys invited to some decent lunch. You know. So one more thing, guys, hey, all you guys was, man, grateful. You guys was a humble group. I'm glad you guys trusted us. You guys showed some dedication. Just have faith, man. Faith to keep pushing when things seem like it's too hard or tough or impossible. My man, like you guys said, I'm glad you stayed, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's big. You know what I mean? Like I said, that's huge. Your timing, sometimes the timing isn't the best, but when is the best? When is timing ever the best time? You know? Make the best of the time you given and learn as much and accomplish as much as you can with the time God gives you. Other than that, I want to introduce Jesse. Without Jesse, none of this could happen. So, he's the man. Let him say hi, introduce himself.
I have an office here at the MAP. I coached overseas for 5 seasons, mostly in Mexico. So Coach Vic and I know a lot of the same people. I take groups overseas a couple times a year to try to help them get positions. We've gone to Spain, we've gone to Mexico a bunch because those are where my contacts are. I left some business cards on the scores table. You're welcome to grab one. Maybe I can be of service to you. I don't know where you guys are at exactly in your careers. Mexico is a good place to start or finish. Okay, we've had guys, I coached a guy down there at the University of Utah. He started his career with me. Now he's in Spain making a ton of money. I've had a couple former NBA guys that at the back end of their career played in Mexico and played for me. So that's kind of how it goes. You know, on the front end of your career, it's a great place to start, good place to finish when you're on the back end. So it depends on where you're at. Some of you guys maybe it won't be useful, but for the others of you, I have good contacts down there. Maybe I can help out. So I left some cards there. So, I mean, really all I did for this event was help these guys get the gym time here. So all the organization, the work,
the coaching, the training is on them. But I'm glad it worked out well for you guys, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Before you take over, I just want to say one quick thing that's personal. As you guys, as players, you got to start taking over your own career. Do not allow your agent to control everything for you.
You got a couple of guys that should have been
here.
They didn't come because the agent said
The
don't go.
agent said don't go. And let me tell you something. If you look in here with this technology, this is the future of basketball. You know, we now have the ability to video tapes, you know, and put it right in the desk of GMs now. So this is the new era. Now get used to that. Don't allow your agent to tell you not to go nowhere. Do your own due diligence. Start researching. Become your own businessman.
They work.
So many players are getting left behind. I gotta call my agent. I gotta call my agent. No, what do you know about it? You know, study. So with that being said, man, I see a lot of people get left behind because of that. Understanding the technology is changing. These people standing up here have the ability to help you get where you want to go. Simple as that.
That's interesting. That's interesting because on Michael Jordan's Hall of Fame speech last night, I looked at it. One of the things he had in his clause, what they call that, where he can play anywhere. He had to tell the GM, look, listen, you know, I got this clause in my contract. I could play anywhere. He went and played pickup games at high school, gym, all kind of stuff. You know, so that agent thing, that's about money, about his money. And what he's going to disperse out to other people in connection with that player. So the player is being used. That's what's happening.
And the reason why the agents don't want the guys come in is they can't control it. And when you go to these big events, like you said, Vegas, that's usually controlled by agents and things that they got their guys already plugged in. The politics is there. The beauty about this, that nobody tell you what to do out here. Coach, let you play free. The same eyes you can see out there is going to be seen, you know, just in this platform. So just remember that, understanding where technology is going.
So that level of professionalism started with, well, you know, a couple of players can't play because of what we're talking about. That level of basketball play. You go play pickup games, you get hurt, you get undercut, all kind of stuff. At this level here, everybody knows how to play. So you don't have those injuries like that. You know? I'm not going to undercut you because you beat me to the hole. Because I know the game. I'm going to just get you back on the other end. But when you're in the high school, somebody don't know how to play, then they undercut you, now you're all messed up. That's not going to happen out here. You got NBA talent here. They know exactly what to do. That's why they wouldn't allow you to play. And the other guy over there, the 7'2" footer, they wouldn't allow him to play because of the level of what we're talking about. So you come out to these events, it's structured where that you don't get hurt because of the level of the basketball that you're going to play is the next level. And that's why.
My turn?
Play the best for last.
I'm the last person you're going to see on the street where you're going to say, she knows somebody who can get me a job in basketball, right?
All right.
But I don't let any of that shit scare me away. When I want to do something in my life, I do it. And I was an executive in an entertainment industry, but I wanted to be a sports broadcaster. So I started telling everybody, I'm a sports broadcaster. They said, you are? And then I started writing for Sports Illustrated. I'm a sports writer. You are? And my friends bumped into me on the street. Deborah can tell you. She's known me for, Shereen, what are you doing? I've got to be a part of it. You know, it's like, it's contagious when you care about people. I bumped into two people at the post office today. I knew the realtor and a longtime friend. Shereen, what are you doing with all that? Are you helping those players? I'm like, God willing, I can help these players. And it did sound like a Jewish accent, but yes, God willing, I can help these players. That's why I'm here. That's why you are all here. Vic and I were brought together by the South Bay Lakers somehow. We've known each other for a year. We had this epiphany. Let's just go to the G League showcase, hang out in the casino, and talk to people. Seriously, we met, LG was the first guy we talked to. We talked to 15 to 20 guys. They all had the same story. I'm buried on the bench. I'm buried on the bench in a position that's not my position. The scouts aren't seeing what I'm doing, and I sat with the damn scouts as a media person for 2-3 years. Drew can tell you. Drew worked for the South Bay Lakers and Lakers, and he was a big smiley face. always made me feel good when I came into the gym. And I sat with and the scouts were like looking, and I'm like, did you not see Andre Ingram just got his 8th three-pointer? Okay. What about, Scott Machado? I just saw him do assist behind the back. Did you think that was good? Oh, yeah. So I'm sitting here as media telling the scouts what to put in their reports. No joke. So I'm starting to say, well, this is not right. We got to do something about this. Vic comes along, and we started learning, and then the coaches aren't happy, the assistant coaches aren't happy, and then we learned that, to me, the G League is not a development league. It's a league where the coaches are trying to get a job, and the players, they're playing the vets. And the vets are the ones they're playing so they can get the win, so they can get the job, and then they're leaving the young guys or the guys of a potential in the wrong place on the bench.
Yeah.
Some teams do a better job of it. I think the Vipers do. I don't know if you guys were on the Vipers. I think the Vipers do a good job. I think the South Bay does a better job than most. But I wanted to give opportunity to all of you. Now, he's got a Rolodex that's priceless. This guy knows everybody. And Vic has worked tirelessly to bring this camp to fruition. So I want everybody to give a big thank you to Vic. My husband's jealous of two people. One's Drew, one's Vic, because I'm always on the phone with them. And last night we were talking about you guys at 2 a.m. My husband walks up the stairs. Could you just go in the other room? We're always on the phone, so a lot of work went in on this. We have a lot of great sponsors. Deborah came, stayed all 3 days. Want you all to be healthy. Staff guys aren't here, but they really care about you, and they got a lot of staff they want to share with you. And 2 unsung heroes is Brenda and Mary, if they're still around. They volunteered. They came out here.
We're going to thank the camera guy. He's driving every day here from West LA, leaving class, rush hour. He records you guys.
I've never seen a camp where coaches don't get paid and the organizers not making money. This was not about money. This was a love of the game project, and Samaki and Brian and Danny and Govinda and Slappy and Jelani, who came for 2 days and had a great time. All those guys, they all volunteered their time to give you guys knowledge. And what I love the most, you are grateful, and I see it in your faces. So I'm going to walk out of here feeling really good about what happened here. And don't think that people aren't going to see your stuff, because Drew is already starting on the social stuff. We're going to be Vic and I are sending videos all over the world, not just, I did a whole database when I was an agent. I have 400 emails of all Eurobasket. So we're going to be sending this video. We're going to have a link to all the videos. We're going to have everyday videos. We're going to have full game videos. And we're going to try to do as many highlights as we can.
And one thing, this is not cold calling. Like, this ain't say, hey, I got some players. Like you heard, this is, my contacts these are relationships. So that guy that came in here from the Timberwolves, I reached out to the GM. Anybody heard of Scott Lay? He's the GM. Noah Crum. They sent him. They didn't even tell me nobody was coming. So you guys heard it before. You never know who's going to be in the gym and who's going to watch. I didn't even know he was coming.
Well,
Noah talks to me all the time.
We have China here too, right?
And China. Oh, you're going to introduce yourself. I'm going to tell you guys are famous in China right now. How many views did you guys get since Monday?
Oh, for Mondays, it's already 500,000. So,
Whoa.
I mean, you guys gonna be successful.
Yeah, you're right.
Contract.
500,000 views already.
Wow. These are the people you need to equate with, man. Good job. Thank you.
So,
This is also a volunteer. She took her time out to help with keeping you guys stats, and she had a hard ass time.
it took 6 people to keep the stats.
It took the Army to keep track of the thing, effort played, not just the traditional stats you see in the book. We kept everything.
Every time you touch the ball.
Every
Pass before the pass, which is a very hard stat.
So, all the data that was collected, I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be the same. But this guy was the biggest impact player of the 3 days because we kept the effort back. The effort. Stuff that they don't show on paper, but you hear them talk about on TV, the stuff that you don't see on paper, we kept that. And he was the biggest impact of the 3 days.
And we'll be sending you all the stats, so you guys have all your extended stats to talk about.
He's humble.
Some of these stats,
so it's not always about how many baskets you made, or how many rebounds, or how many steals you made. It's all the little bitty things. The deflections, the contested shots, the hockey assists. We wanted you guys to play with a lot of energy and effort and extra plays. So we was gonna keep track of your efforts. You know what I mean? So it didn't have to be, I didn't get an assist. I gave it to him, he passed it, I could have gotten an assist. No, he made the pass, you get credit. He gets credit. He gets the bucket. So that's why we did that.
And I would like Drew is a big part of this. And
So one quick thing I just want to make very clear, this is always going to be a two-way street. Like you've heard, we all care about you guys. We want you to get to the next level. Anything we can do in terms of tools or help to get you there, let us know. I think the main root of this is, give us your best shitty day. And for some people, you might understand that, but the best shitty day that you can give is kind of what we're looking for here. Always have a good attitude, always be happy to be here. That's all we can really ask of you guys, so thank you so much for being grateful. And we hope to continue this and get some momentum and get some more things good going.
And the next plan is August. We want to have a 2-week league like this where we develop and we play, but we have a longer time to get more stats so you can really see how you started and how you ended, and it's going to be exclusive. So if somebody wants to come, they better get invited like you were all invited. This wasn't an open anybody who wanted to pay money. You were invited here. And so we're hoping that we make it exclusive. We're going to get anybody who can help you guys, they can come watch. So that's kind of what we're thinking. And we want to do it all over the country and all over the world. And we have connections all over the world through Samaki and Brian and other people and Vic. So
help us help you.
And you never know how your chance may come. I ran into this dude at LA City. I was busting his ass. Over a month ago, I was busting his ass. He like, yo, you train? I'm like, you want to work? Come with me. I won't charge you. My man had a 9 to 5. He's working the graveyard shift. He get off work at 7 in the morning, coming straight to the gym, fucking with me. And over the last month and a half, we've been grinding. So I'm proud of him. Congratulations to him. Real talk.
Hold up. Yeah, good picture. Another picture in the middle.
Can I say something real quick?
Oh, you guys, hold on 1 second.
You got the wrong, they got never too late. Give it up.
I'm used to seeing faces that nobody knows. I go to West Angeles Church. All right, I know everybody at the church. We have 5,000 seats. When I go somewhere, I go, hey, you West Angeles, huh? You West Angeles, right? You West Angeles. You go to church. You go to, yeah, family. People know me as a cameraman. I've been shooting camera for 20 years. You hear me? So I just want to say this. Your image is valuable. All right? Your image is valuable. Valuable. When you walk out of here, your image doesn't change off the court on who you are. When you walk out of here, you're still that basketball player. You're not Cool Joe and I'm homie with the whatever and I got 10 chicks or whatever. No. They talk about it. 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 You know. They talk about it. They talk about it, right? They don't talk about a lot of stuff that they do. Your image is important. What people don't see in your closet, right? What people don't see in your closet will come out later. Control your image. Control your image. Control your image. Control your image, right? Magic Johnson. He wanted to sell his own shirts because they wouldn't give him a cut of the shirts. The NBA owns your image. They own your image. That's their money. Your image is their money, right? They told Magic, no, you can't have a cut of our shirts. That's our money. That's how we make our money, right? Magic said, well, what if I go sell my own shirts? You can sell your own shirts, but if I sell my own shirts, can I get a cut of yours? If you can do it yourself, we'll give you something. Magic went out and sold. Won the finals, right? He made money off his shirts, so they gave him a cut. But he learned something that they owned his image. What did Magic do? He went out and bought other images. Did you know that Magic owned Michael Jordan's image when he won the finals against the Lakers?
What you mean? Break that down.
So I'm just saying, I'm saying your image is valuable. Your image is valuable. All right, Tiger Woods. Magic Johnson owned Tiger Woods' image too.
Smart.
Wait, what?
Okay, licensing. Your image is what they're paying you for right now. In general, you are their product. You're a product. So we can't sell a bad product, right? And once you fall because of your image, your value goes down, right? Your value goes all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Image.
All right. One more thing, fellas.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys playing team basketball these 3 days. I've never seen a group of players get together the same day, didn't know each other, and y'all just bonded and had instant chemistry. I never seen a team where somebody wasn't fighting on the same team. Complaining about not getting the shots, not getting touches, not getting the ball, not getting enough playing time. Man, y'all was great, man. That's
real talk.
That's just
beautiful.
That don't happen. That don't happen. Y'all probably know too. Y'all all played somewhere, and y'all probably played on teams where y'all played with the same guys for months, and it was always some bickering, bad apples. You know what I mean? Y'all was awesome, man. Y'all it was great to coach. Great group of guys to coach.
Personal references. You can use me as a personal reference.
But it is kind of funny you say that because I met her 2 weeks ago doing one-on-one.
Talk your
at
shit
Southwest.
show.
Yeah.
We have a show.
Steve Pickens.
Talk your shit.
Yeah, and then she's like, why don't you come up here to the map? I'm like, I'm in Santa Monica. She's like, hey, you've been there? I said, okay, I'll come. But see, Samaki, she didn't say your name, but she said Fit. When she said Purnell, I was like, I'm there.
So we got all kinds of pizza. It's a little cold.
Super fast.
Oh yeah.
That was fast.
Super fast.
Anyway, there's always more you can learn in this game, okay? I want you guys to read, to watch videos, to learn, watch old guys play, see how they can score, watch old films, watch, different basketball things.
We had a guy who didn't know who Ralph Sampson was.
Yo, today, yeah. That's real talk.
Where you at?
I don't know.
Oh, you guys, I was going to say I've been somebody who don't know.
Yeah. I don't know where else.
I mentioned it.
Do some homework. This kid can't study no more.
I'll be at the gym.
It ain't all about the gym. Classroom work.
You know how kids used to go.
A lot of these kids ain't Listen up. Hold up.
But there's always more. There's always ways to learn how better ways to eat, better ways to exercise or stretch. You know, that's going to improve your game that little bit, but it's worth it. You know, so study, talk to people, learn from everybody. This is such a great group of coaches that you guys got a chance to learn from. I'm blessed. I love to hear everything that these guys have been saying. You know, and I know that I could see you guys appreciate it too, and we also appreciate how good of students that you guys have been. You know, so just keep it up. Don't let your ego get in your way. There's always more you can learn, and there's always ways you can improve your game. So just keep on it and try to practice the best way you can.
Okay, great.
I do want to say this too. One more thing. Listen. Hey. Y'all want long careers? What he was teaching you this morning is vital. I didn't see not one of y'all go, you know, I learned something new, let me put that in my phone. All those things he gave you to do, you better memorize those, because nobody else is going to teach you that, and no one's going to care. You're supposed to know that already.
I got his number.
You got to do it yourself.
Okay.
That's my number.
One more. TJ got one.
I don't know how to say his name. Ikea. You want to go get one?
Bring it in. One love on three. One love on three. 1, 2, 3.
If you wanna find me, yeah, I'm in the front row. With my 2 tickets on me, I'm in the front row. It's the best place to be, I'm in the front row. Best place to be, yeah. If you wanna find me, yo, I'm in the front row. With my 2 tickets on me, I'm in the front row. Best place to be, I'm in the front row. Best place to be, yeah. So what's colder than ice and even hotter than a flame? I be in the front row, chilling at a ball game.